If you follow the blog known as Bass Giraffe's Thoughts, you will know that the blogger behind it, Erica Klutstra, very much into fitness, very much into family fitness. Well, her road kind of hit a bit of a speed bump back in the summer, and Erica's joining us today. Welcome back. It's good to see you again.
Yeah.
A lot of our viewers will remember you from last season when you came on and you were talking about, fitness, family fitness. You are a runner, and unfortunately this summer things kind of took a wrong turn for you.
Yeah, I went on vacation, and then 2 days after coming home from vacation, I was doing something silly on the stairs. I thought I was on the bottom step, and I turned around and stepped down. I was 4 steps up, and I ruptured my Achilles tendon.
Oh, I'm cringing just thinking about that. That's painful. I mean, you had been into jogging, running. You'd completed your first 5K, which was huge for you. What did they tell you after you chose your new footwear and got up there? Yeah.
Well, I actually told the doctor, I was like, I'm a runner. How much longer? Like, how long will it be before I'm going to run? I was training for a 10K in October. He's like, you were a runner. You're going to be a year before you're allowed to run.
Wow. That's unbelievable. And it can crush your spirits, but the one thing I love about you, Erica, you're very true to your cause, and one of the first things you said to me was, you know what, I've told other people, I've told my friends, there are no excuses.
Right.
There are no excuses when it comes to fitness. So now you had to, well, walk the walk, sort of, along with crutches, but you talk the talk, you got to walk the walk.
That's right, yeah. Well, because people are always like, oh, it's easy for you to say no excuses. Now, I had all the excuses in the world when I was 70 pounds heavier and, oh, I'm too tired, I have a backache, blah, blah. But they're like, you've never had an injury, you don't have a knee ache, you don't have a backache. Well, now I have this injury and I can't run and I can't bike. And those are the two things I loved doing. So I had to be creative, and I talked to my physical therapist, and I encourage everyone to talk to their doctor or whoever's in charge of their medical care before they do anything, because you don't want to hurt yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I talked to him and I talked to a doctor and found out things I could do to keep up with cardio and keep up with strength. It's not as much as I was doing before, but my goal is to not gain weight and not to lose as much of my stamina that I earned.
Well, and absolutely, and knowing that this is going to be a long convalescence for you until you're up, that you can get out there to do your regular fitness items. You have to start thinking of things, and it's one of the things you do on Bass Giraffe's Thoughts. I mean, you look at new products, kind of find things, source things. They also find you. So what was it then that you started to look at to incorporate into the new fitness regime?
Right. Well, my goal was strength training and cardio.
Okay.
That's what I've always been doing. And the two things that I've started doing, well, I started using weights. I just brought my 2-pound weights. I used 5. Before I hurt myself, I was using 20.
Okay.
But you use your legs a lot for weight. You don't use your back. You don't want to hurt your back. So I had to decrease my weight to improve my arm strength. So that was important to me to keep the strength up.
Okay, so now when you're doing your weights for your upper body strength, then are you seated?
Yep,
Is this
I'm
now?
sitting.
So you're sitting down now, and now you're doing the curls with the little weights and that sort of thing. Okay.
So I do that, and then I'm very careful to make sure I'm doing proper movements. Nothing that I need my legs for, or anything like that.
And this was something that your physiotherapist sort of sat down, the two of you
Well,
talked
not
about
necessarily.
a little bit,
I just asked him if there was any limitations.
Okay.
What can I not do? What can I do? And anything that doesn't require my legs to be used, or any kind of balance on my leg, because I can't put weight on my leg.
Right.
So.
Okay. Now I have to ask about the little piece of machinery that's beside it with the pedals on it.
Right. This is a hand bike. It's also a foot bike. So if you are a little bit overweight and it's uncomfortable to sit on a bike seat, you can sit on the couch and use your feet. I use this in my bed, and I sit and I do this for a half hour. I put a timer on, and
So instead of your feet going in, it would be your hands.
Yep.
So that again is
so you're
the
still
upper
getting the
body in
cardio. It's still upper body. I mean, mainly my upper body is getting the attention right now, and my lower body's doing what it has to do.
It
Yeah.
has to heal first before you can do anything else. How long did you say you do that for?
About 30 minutes.
Wow.
Well, it's just like running. I run for 30 minutes. I bike for 45 to an hour. So I have to keep doing something that keeps my heart rate up and going.
Wow. I'm getting tired thinking about it. And then you brought along a newer product that you had found out about. What is the Seal Tight?
Well, some people's excuses when they have like a cast or anything, I don't want to work out and get all sweaty because I can't take a shower. And I couldn't take a shower. I had to find other ways to bathe and stay clean until I found Seal Tight, which actually, it's meant to go over a cast, but I put it over my boot. And I put a shower chair in the shower, I sit down, I take a shower, my foot stays completely dry.
Can I take it out?
You can take it out of the box.
I just want to see what this is like.
It's amazing how it works, because I was like, oh, you know, use a plastic bag and a rubber band. It doesn't quite work very well. This I can go full into the shower and not have anything to worry about.
And I was thinking, I've seen people that do the grocery bag over top of a cast or over top of a leg cast. So this is oh, look at that.
It seals right tight to your legs, so nothing. And they actually have a guarantee, like in the States, you know, you have to pay for your casts, and if you get it wet, you have to pay to get it replaced.
Right.
They guarantee if your cast gets wet, they will pay for the replacement. That's how much they
really
like their product works.
Well, and it's hard because when I see the size of your boot cast, that's a big cast to try to get something over. So this can fit over top.
That goes over it.
You can go in. So if it's wet out when you get to the point where you can walk on your foot again, you know, you can go out and protect the cast, or even just for showering and bathing, you can use that. That is ingenious.
But it creates the no excuse, because if you're sweaty, you have something to allow you to get into the shower. So,
are you blogging about this and kind of this new personal journey that you're?
I am. I have the journey of the Achilles tendon is basically what I title like part 2, part 3, part 4. And this morning, my blog review for the Seal Tight went up. So.
Wow. Well, if you want to follow Erica on her journey as she recovers, and we'll be keeping up with you too. bassgiraffe.com is where you go for all the information and the latest. Thanks for joining us. Okay, back in a moment. Stay with us.